What's going on, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I hope you're enjoying the last day of the weekend, right? Hope you had a great time with the family, the kiddos, or just your friends and family from hanging out, barbecuing, whatever it is that you do. Hope you guys had an enjoyable weekend. Hey, how about work day, right? Monday. I know we don't want to talk about Monday, but we have to talk about Monday because I got a new toy to play with, all right? This is going to be very beneficial to me at the dealership, and I'm going to explain why. But before I do, anyways, be a bud and grab that beer mug full of suds. In fact, if you want to, you can throw it at my little rooster over there who's being a little bit of a jerk right now. They hear you. They hear you. You're on camera. Okay, let's get back to this product. Anyway, look, so Harbor Freight sent this out to me for me to try out and demo and personally use. And they also felt really bad about the NOCCO one that randomly disappeared when I was on a little staycation from work. So, huge shout out and special thanks to Eric and all the guys over there at Harbor Freight for sending out a replacement for me. I appreciate that. Alright, box and the label, 1700 peak amps, 250 PSI, yes, it has a built-in tire inflator. Charging amps, 500. Dude, this is going to be good, I'm going to tell you why. Heavy duty clamps, impact resistant. I wouldn't recommend dropping it, but impact resistant, right? So you can see it's got some tough rubber and plastic over here on the side. We're going to take it out of a box here in a minute. 2.4 USB port. So yes, if you're on the fly and you want to charge your cell phone, you can, because they have a spot for you to plug it in. So that's cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing unboxed. We're going to check it out. All right, special disclaimer here, okay? You must charge completely before first use, after every jump start, and every 30 days, or it voids the warranty. We haven't done that, but we also don't get no warranty, so we ain't gonna charge it, okay? Let's see where it's at. Well, we got 13.1 volts. I think that's sufficient enough for me to show you a few things on this bad boy. We're not gonna jump start my truck. I don't need to jump start it. It is a jump starter, so it can jump start. Okay, let's do some of the other features, right? One thing we're going to check is we're going to check and verify using this little DVOM here. We're going to verify that it will actually charge or at least maintain the battery power with a load on. So if I was to go inside, turn the key on, have the headlights on, because maybe I'm doing a flash update, like I work for the dealership, you have software updates on vehicles that require you to flash the ECU, right? And in order to do that, you have to maintain above like 12 volts or 11.9 volts. Having everything on, instrument cluster, lights if you're checking something specifically, is going to drain the battery pretty quick. And some of these software updates can take a little bit of time, right? You guys know, those of you that at least work at the dealership know, those of you that don't, that's what we have to go through, okay? So we have to be able to maintain a constant state of charge for our battery with loads turned on or off while it's doing its thing. So that's pretty cool. That's what we're going to check out today. It's got some lights. What does it say here? Okay, fluorescent light. Watts and power for estimated time. 50 hours it says. So if you wanted to use these lights or you wanted to use this little tiny USB port, they're saying 50 hours. Okay, fan and depth finder. 26 hours. Didn't know it had a fan. That's pretty cool. Okay, video recorder spotlight. What? 14 hours. Video recorder spotlight? What the heck? What the hell did we get here? I don't even see a button for that. Press and hold. There's the light. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, off. Looks like you give it 5 different settings. Okay, so you push it once, powers the little USB port, push and hold it for the lights to come on, and then just push it to get the lights to switch over. Man, these things are heavy duty. They got some clamping force, that's for sure. Okay, there's that. Here is that. Alright, so right now it's showing us 12.8 volts on our battery. I'm gonna kill someone's OCD. I'm just doing it to be a goofball, man. Look, I put the little ground alligator clip on the positive and the other one. That's going to be confusing to some people, I know. Look, red still goes on the positive, and then the black one is going to go on the ground. What a jerk! Yeah, alright, let's set it up. Okay, can you guys see this? Yeah, you can see it. Alright, now we are going to go into our volts DC. Okay, 12.89, 12.9, 12.8. So pretty close to each other, within a tenth of a volt. Now I'm going to turn the key on. We're going to see how it is with all the stuff on, right, having a load, how it's going to drain it down. But we're going to flip this over to charge and see if it maintains it. Okay, so I got the door open. I got my headlights on. And you can see we've dropped 0.9 already, right, or 0.8. Now, we're going to turn it on. .5, so we've got a little improve here. I got the AC on too. Let's see if it'll at least maintain it for us. Okay, well, it seems to be maintaining itself around the 12.3 mark, which is great. What happens when we turn it off? You can see that the load is dropping. Most likely it's getting ready to fall under that 12 volt by having the fans blown, by having the headlights on, by having the door open. See, now we're getting down to the point where I would not, we're barely at the minimum requirement for flashing an ECU. Let's power back on. Bammo, okay? So this will maintain a charge for you if you're using this to flash a computer. Alright, so now we're getting ready to set tire pressure using the inflator that's built into this thing. How you do that is you press and hold this button here until the little C pops up. From there, if you spin it around to the back, and I'll show you a picture, it's got a little percentage here of what PSI you want. So we want 35 PSI, and once that's done, open the little cover, push the button, and it's going to fill it up until it gets to the desired tire pressure. And that's as simple as that. Isn't that pretty cool? So now those of you that are on the side of the road, maybe you got a tire that's a little bit low on pressure, instead of trying to figure out how to get over to AM/PM or get to a shop to have it checked out, you get yourself this little Viking battery charge pack slash tire inflator. Now you can have it in the back of your truck, car, whatever. It's just going to do it all for you. Ready to go. Alright, we have officially got to 35 PSI. It's not going to turn itself off. We got to do that. So now that we're at 35 PSI, we can remove our little inflator hose thingy that is tucked into the side of the case here. And you have a few different other little options, okay? They give you a couple of different styles of inflator tools. One for a basketball, football, a couple for the little bouncy, you know, little rubber balls that the kids get from Walmart. And then you have the tire one for the valve on the tire itself. That's pretty cool. Then you just roll it on up and then stick it back in the box. Okay, not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a chore trying to put it back in there. There you go. There we go. And now that we're all done, in order to turn that off, we just push it on the one time and it turns the whole thing off. Alright, let's take this thing inside and get it charged up. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to conclude our product review. Okay, look, I know, time tested, right? Time tells all as far as how well this thing will hold up over time. But my first initial impressions, I'm pretty satisfied with this unit, with everything that they've done here. From the lights to the USB charger to the incorporation of a nice little air compressor. Look, they sent it to me pre-charged. It was at 100%, so that was pretty cool, right, with 13 volts. Just maintaining the battery for what brief couple minutes that we had it hooked up, plus filling up one of my tires up 5 PSI. In that short time frame, we used 25% of whatever it was here. Okay, but again, right now we're charging. You can see it's at 90%, so it's actually charged up pretty quick. Just sitting here with you guys, it initially said 75, and now it's at 90. So maybe we really didn't use as much juice as I thought. But look, I'm pretty satisfied, man. If it's currently available, I'll put a little picture down here to show you guys how much, because I honestly don't know. If it's not currently available, I wanted to say I'm excited for everyone, because with what this thing is capable of doing, working as an automotive mechanic, not just in the independent world, but now at the dealership, this thing is very mobile friendly, right? If you want to take it out into the back lot where there's dirt, you need a set tire pressure because the tire's on the ground, you can't drag air hose 200, 300 feet away. You just carry this thing out there and it does it for you, right? No more having to fill up a special air tank and walking it out there and then doing it. You know, guesstimation on that. This thing just fills it up to what you need, so that's pretty cool. I want to give a huge shout out to Eric and the gang over at Harbor Freight. We really appreciate your support of this channel, and I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for sending this unit out to me. I swear to God, if I was in front of Eric and the guys right now over at Harbor Freight, I could just give somebody a big old bear hug right now, man, because you know, the guys over at the independent shop, they lost my NOCCO unit. I have not had the desire to buy another unit from anyone, really. And as a couple months later, they're like, hey, we remember that day. Would you like to try one of these out? Yes, sir. So big special thanks to Harbor Freight for sending this out. I'm excited to take it to work tomorrow, man. I really am. So I'm charging it up right now. This thing's got a nice long extension cord to charge. I want to say approximately 6 feet. So I've got this thing over here on the table, and I've got the charging cable stretched out at least a good 6 feet. So that's pretty cool too. But alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I hope you are enjoying the final hours of your Sunday. Cheers. I'll see you next time. Doses.